Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause her claim she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on, set, 90, Wolf.
Man, I got you. Man, I got
you.
On 1st and 10, Downing. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Downing. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Team 6.
44, Mike, 44. Double.
Ready?
From the gun, Downing. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. The 20. And all the way down to the 5. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 40 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Downing. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Darius Geis, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. What's good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he simply taking a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Greer and the Panthers set to go 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Going quickly out wide to Moore. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A nice run on 1st down gets him 6 yards to the 31. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. You go. Look at me. You door. Topper. Now.
2nd and 4. Complete to Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st down, this is Geis. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. There he goes right side, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Ready up.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
General West. Get it.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
60 Pittsburgh.
I got you.
Off play action. Downing. Caught by Jones. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Down. 60 or 61. Matchbox lights. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Check 37. Check 37. Hey, lock it. Let's go.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Go now. 50, plant. Check, check. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check 3, check. Rock it. Check, go. Hit it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Downing. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Shaq Thompson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal.
Try 7. Go.
Operating from the gun. Downing. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Come on,
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, exit. Watch the shit.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is taken at the 18. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marquise Goodwin, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, box truck.
First down, Greer. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and now it's second down. And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Third and 2, Greer. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now Greer. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there, but it'll be second down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
To throw again on second down. Greer. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing on third down, Greer. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
This will be taken at the 10. 51 yards on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Mike, check, 59.
Out of the gun, Geis. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
44, Mike. Check. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Bravo. 6-6, pull it high. Safety's creeping. Now.
From the gun, Downing. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. This quarterback now 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Hey. Bam. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Get it.
To throw on 2nd down. Downing. And Thomas has it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Panthers' 38-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Check. Recon, 132 fighter.
Operating from the gun. Downing. Jones has it. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun. Downing. It's caught. Jones. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Mike is 59. Mike's the 59. Leo. Back. Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
He's checking.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check me out. Look, squeeze. 1, 2.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz will look to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. On first down, it's Greer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
To try again after the sack. Greer. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
60 outlaw. 56. Watch the pass. Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
Here's Greer. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now a first down throw, Greer. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Back to throw, Greer. Buying time to his left. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw.
He's got him in, complete. A big play there just before halftime. 71 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Second and goal from the 1.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
2nd and 1. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, as the first half is winding down. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and then start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down.
A final shot before the break. Greer got him in. It's Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Greer now. Over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
A final shot before break. Greer, he's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Greer. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big pickup of 38. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Greer throwing again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Greer looks to throw again. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
They'll run again here with Weber.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Back to throw. Downing. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, wait a minute. They declined it.
Makes no sense, right? They just gave up a big yardage play, right?
And now it's going to stand. What?
The only thing I can think, someone is mad at their own defense, and they're trying to teach them a really, really crazy lesson.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check 43. Hey, lock it. Speed grip.
Now a give right side. It's Weber, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Set, ready? 18 Gator. Check. Coming this way. Here we go. Hey, Haywood. Now.
Looking to throw on second down. Downing. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Jones. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
Bring it. Show him that. Rock it. Get it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal. At the Panthers.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Greystone, travel. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Weber. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Mike Weber, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Parker. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Greer now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's first and 10.
X3, 218, chop it. Hit it.
On 1st and 10, Greer. Open man is Samuel, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Point after, up and good. And that will get him one closer. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And not much room there, as he'll get it up only to about the 21. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Check 50, check 50. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Kill.
Operating from the gun. Downing. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Greer now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Greer on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Watch the blast. Watch the blast. Hey, watch it. Watch it. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Sam off.
On 1st down, Weber. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Second down and inches. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd and 12, Greer, he's going to look deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 85 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point safely through, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hard. Leo. Yes.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Downing. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, That's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
We own it. We own it.
Greer following the turnover. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
We go. 15 line. 15 line. Hey, exit.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Step.
1st down, Greer. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Dawson Knox with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2.
Sit up.
A shotgun snap for Greer toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, try to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now they still trail by 1. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Look, squeeze.
To throw on 2nd down. Downing. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Protein spill.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Throwing on 1st down. Downing. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Look at me. Go.
On 2nd down, it's Weaver. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Downing. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 37. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Hey, lock it. Undercrunch.
Got some real estate inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside.
Ready, set.
The mic. 44 is the mic. Here we go, D.
Shoot.
They'll run on first down. It's Weber, and he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll keep it on the ground. Weber, and he'll get this down only to the 18. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Hey, wahoo! Snap.
From the gun, Downing. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. On first down, Greer. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Back to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now Greer. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but it's going to be second down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Hey, Jet.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Hey, Zoo.
55. Hey, eat. Let's go.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Delta. 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. 55 is my shot. Go.
They snap it to Greer. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Pick up the ball.
Ready.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Down. 15 line. 15 line.
Rip right. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
On 2nd down now, it's Weber. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Here's Weber. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Indy. Hey, Charlie. Put up.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
He's back to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
Now it's Greer. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Fresh off the 6 the other way, it's Greer. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Second and 10. Here's Greer again. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Greer. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Greer. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Greer with one final throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Saints, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it'll be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 6-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. Thanks for tuning in.